What up, YouTube? It's your boy G YouTube back at it again with another video for you. And without any further ado, let's jump right into the video because I want to talk about this Nets game that happened tonight. So Brooklyn lost to Milwaukee in Milwaukee, 89 to 104, and it was a pretty back and forth game for the most part. Like the Nets were going to run, and the Bucks will hold them off, build the lead up shortly. Nets will go on another run, cut it down, and that kept pretty much happening up until the fourth quarter, where they finally just pulled away. Kevin Durant just couldn't hit any more shots in the fourth quarter. James Harden is out there limping on one leg. I feel bad for the man. I mean, he played like 40 something minutes or like 39 minutes. Yeah, he played 39 minutes, 58 seconds. Like he's just going up the court, dribbling. He dribbles the ball, gets a pick, maybe does like a weak, crossover, pass the ball, stands in the hash or stands in the corner. Same thing, next play. Only time that he actually really did something was when they passed the ball to him like 3-4 times with like 3.5 on the shot clock, where he did, his step back, but didn't get nearly as much separation. And you saw in game 5 that James Harden is just not himself. And thankfully, Kevin Durant had one of the best, when I mean the best, is probably the best playoff performance that we've ever seen from an NBA player. Period. That man went crazy in game 5. 49 points on like 70% shooting. Like, if you didn't see that game, go find somewhere to watch it, because you have to watch the full game. My man, or at least watch the highlights. My man went crazy. And he really willed them to that win. And did they need it, because tonight the Bucks finally exposed the Nets and did what the Bucks should have been doing this entire series, in catering to their strengths. Like, come on, bro. There's no reason why Giannis shouldn't have been backing down everyone and their mama on the Nets team every possession. Like, that's what he did this game, and he shot 0 3-pointers and went 12 for 20 from the field. I'm gonna put up his shot chart from this game right here, right now. He shot every single shot in the restricted area, and I think the only other two that he made were from outside the restricted area, but still in the paint. Or like there was one he had like an elbow jumper, but that was about it. And that's what he needs to do every time. He didn't shoot no 3-pointers. He got to the free throw line, shot it a little better today. I'm gonna make another video on his free throw shooting and Ben Simmons' free throw shooting, because that is just atrocious. You are in the NBA. There's no reason that you should be shooting below 50% from the free throw line. Like, that's just atrocious. But anyway, him doing that, backing down everyone, because no one on that team could guard him. Not even Nicholas Claxton, who I think has the best chance of matching up with Giannis down in the post, and maybe Kevin Durant. But that's about it. That opened up a lot more game for Chris Middleton, who did his thing tonight, and give him credit. He did his thing, and they got the W, because he went crazy. 11 for 16. He had a great game. He had 38 points. It wasn't like Kevin Durant in game 5, but definitely give him his props. He had a good game. He did what he needed to do. And this is what the Bucks could have been doing all series had they actually just played to their strengths, but they refused to do so, and it's so frustrating. I don't understand it. This is why, I think Mike Budenholzer is a trash coach. That falls on the coach. You gotta emphasize those things for your players, because the players are gonna follow your game plan. Like, obviously, Giannis and Middleton, like, when you have your star players and they need to take over, they'll take over. And that's, but that's built into the game plan. When they need to take over, they take over. But you have to play around them and have them play to their strengths, which is this team does not have defense whatsoever, especially not in the paint. They should be balling on them in the paint all day. But they didn't choose to do that, and that's why this game, this series is going to a game 7. So, frustrating, but hey, they finally did it. They finally came around. But all that just to get past a wounded Nets team. Like I said before, James Harden's out there hobbling. Dribble at the court, pass, stays in the corner, stays in the hash, and then shoots the ball with like 4.5 seconds left on the clock if need be. I mean, and there's no Kyrie. Like, man, this Bucks team, I don't know, man. I really think it's mostly on the coach. I feel like Mike Budenholzer, he cannot game plan. He can't make adjustments. He cannot game plan to save his life. That whole coaching staff needs to be fired and rerun. Even if the Bucks win the series, coaching staff got to get out of here, bro. They got to be out of here, because there's no way that this wounded Nets team should be going to Game 7. They should have packed them up 6 games. Hey, man, it is what it is. But Kevin Durant, never count him out, man. He will his team to the promised land. Will do what they need to do. Kevin Durant, just the same way that I feel like you can never count LeBron out, you can never count Kevin Durant out either. That's how I feel. Like, when you see his most recent playoffs performances, like not recent, but previous. Like, look at when he was in Golden State. Say what you want about Golden State, that man was the MVP and the best player on that team at the time. And same thing even in OKC, the reason why they got so far. You can never count him out. Never count him out, man. He will show up, perform, and he will make it extremely difficult for you just by himself for you to get past his team. So Game 7, I think the keys is really for Kevin Durant to do what he did this game and the previous game, because he went 15 for 30. Maybe get to the free throw line more often. He only shot 2 free throws, didn't make any. Not gonna come down on him for missing 2 free throws, but he's got to get to the line more often. He's a great free throw shooter, not worried about that. 32 points, 11 boards, 3 assists, 15 for 30 from the field. He's got to get to the free throw line more often. And the rest of the Nets, like Blake Griffin had a good game, but he still doesn't have another good game. Like, he shot 4 for 8, 12 points, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. But Jeff Green's got to step it up. 2 for 9 is not going to cut it. Landry Shamet on 22 minutes, 0 for 2. 2 points? That shouldn't be happening. Joe Harris, 4 for 9. That's decent, but shooting 1 for 4 from 3, he should, 1, be taking more 3-pointers, because he's a great 3-point shooter, and 2, he has to knock them down. He has not been knocking them down whatsoever. Like, in the last 4 games, Joe Harris is 5 for 24, shooting 20.8% from 3. Like, that is not good. That is terrible. Like, you're not going to win any games with him doing that. Like, obviously, Durant did what he did, but you can't expect him to do that again from what he did in Game 5. Like, he'll probably drop another game like this unless Durant could really will himself and score and drop another 50 on him. But I don't think that's going to happen. So, that's really my key. And for the Bucks to win Game 7, Giannis has to do exactly what he did today. Attempt no threes. Chris Middleton do his thing. He's probably not going to have as fire of a game. And Drew Holiday needs to step it up. He's been having a terrible series, man. Terrible series. Like, he scored 21, but on 38% shooting and 10% from 3. Sheesh. Man, Drew Holiday looking like Drew Bledsoe out there. But listen, I think the Bucks can do it, especially with a hobbled Nets team. They should be able to do it. If they don't do it, this team's getting blown up, plain and simple. I really don't think there's any more patience in Milwaukee to lose to a Nets team that is severely injured. Hey, man. That's my little rant for today. So, I'm about to be out of here. I'm about to go to sleep. Yeah, and we'll wait for these 2 games tomorrow. The Hawks and Philly versus Utah and the Clippers. I'll make a video right after that those games end. Evaluate those series. If any of them end, just make a video. Try and pump out more videos every time a game ends. Right now, it's a little difficult when you're playing a wedding and stuff because your boy's getting married. But we trying out here. So I'm gonna catch y'all in my next video, which is gonna be tomorrow, hopefully. I'm out.